Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be cracking on with the 911, and today is one of the most exciting parts of the build. Now in the last video we finished popping on this outer sill and this rear quarter. In this video we're going to finish off making this inner section, get this rear quarter welded on, and we're going to start to offer up those big flared arches. Right, so when you're traveling on the road, what tends to happen is all the dirt and the moisture from the wheels gets thrown up into this section. Now, what that does is that creeps down these little gaps that are in the kidney bowl, and you end up with this full of moisture. So what we're going to do, before we stitch this rear section on, we're going to do the same with the other side as well, is we're going to seal up all these edges so no moisture can get inside there. We're also, at the end of the build, we're going to drill a hole in the bottom of this to let any moisture that can get in there drain out, and we're going to treat inside there with wax oil. That's the corner now tacked on. It's in position, it does line up, it is all good. There's a little bit more fettling we have to do, but we can do that later. What we're now going to do is we're going to swap to the other side and we're going to start fitting those flared arches. We're starting on this side because we've already got this door hung and we are going to use it for alignment while we're fitting these arches. Make sure, because we've got to cut all this off, make sure that this alignment stays in. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use this as the template. We're going to hang it where we want it to be. We have kind of already test fitted it at one point, and then we're going to draw a pencil line around it to give us a guide where we're going to actually cut that panel back off, the panel that we've just welded back on, to weld this in. You can now see, after we've marked it up, why we haven't actually welded all the way down here yet. And that's because this line to make this fit, we've actually got to cut all this off, including everything we fitted just now, to get this panel in there. Right, so the first thing we've got to do before we cut this arch off is where we've welded just here, there's actually no, we've finished a spot weld there, look, there's no spot weld here. So what this is going to do, as soon as I cut through there, those two panels are just going to go doink like that, and they're just going to go all wobbly. The same here and the same there. So what we're going to do is pop just a couple of spot welds, just the good side of this panel, just to keep it in place. We do get asked quite often why we actually tack something like this wheel arch in place and then cut it back. Now, what we've got is we've got this panel is like this. This wheel arch is slightly lapped underneath it. Now, what we don't want is we don't want to lap. What we want to do is move it, or not move it, but cut it so that we've got a slight gap between the panels which we're going to fill with weld, and that'll basically, the weld that will sit here will not only fuse with this panel but will also fuse with this panel, so you get good penetration and everything. So what we're going to do now, as these panels are actually lapped like this, what we're going to do is we're going to cut through here. We're going to, as we cut through, it's going to pop up, or we're going to pop it up, then we're going to tack it in again, and we're just going to work round to make sure all that panel, instead of being lapped, is actually butt welded. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. This wheel arch is now on. We've still got the other side to do, and we've still got all the welding to do, as well as start the front end of the flared wheel arches as well. So if you've enjoyed the video, leave us a like and smash that subscribe button. Until then, we will see you in the next one.